of black girl magic. Speaking of concerts that we'll probably never see because she's pregnant. My girl Riri, Miss Fenty herself. Miss Fenty, maybe soon to be Rocky. I don't know.
No, but the funny thing, all on social media, you see all the guys like, I understand, bro. I understand. Like, I understand, bro. You did what you had to do to lock that thing up ASAP.
They were like,
I would have done it too. I would have done it too.
And then who was it that was like, now I know how he got the name.
ASAP.
That's how he got his name.
Like some people,
ASAP.
My friend posted, he was just like, damn, now I know I don't have a chance with her.
Nope. 2 children. Listen, so Riri has performed at the 2023 Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. Because God knows we didn't look at the game.
It was
and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Kansas City
Chiefs. It was
Chiefs
a Rihanna concert.
Yes, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
And it so happened to be a football game was playing at her concert.
Yes, before and after, you know. However, before she had some opening acts with some legends. She had Babyface, the one and only, sing America the Beautiful.
Yes, she did.
He did such a beautiful rendition.
Yeah, he did a good job.
The fact that
you're stupid. You was like, but yeah, he did a good job.
He sure did.
Then we had Sheryl Ralph do the Black National Anthem. I didn't know she had a low register like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was just like,
and she channeled Broadway for me.
Yeah, because
took us to church for about 3 seconds. That choir,
her theatrics.
So
yes,
she felt like it was a historic moment because on that same day, 100 and some odd years ago, was the first time the Black National Anthem was sang publicly.
Wow.
Oh, she was, it was 100 and
she said sing
23 years ago. So she,
I was like, how you go that low?
She trained.
I was like, how she go that low?
She trained.
Come on,
I know she had that register.
She trained.
You know, then the little choir behind her had a little churchy, you know.
Shout out to Tiffany Stevenson, who was in that choir. Shout out to her, one of New York's finest background singers out there right now. Shout out to her.
Don't know you, Tiff, but shout out, girl.
I sing with her mom all the time, so I know her mom was excited for her to be.
Oh. Okay, Tiff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me and Shawnee used to sing the national anthem, the Black National Anthem, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day in school. Lift every voice and sing.
Of course.
What?
Of course, them the right wing folks.
What?
Had a problem.
With what?
That they sang the Black National Anthem because there's only one national.
Oh, shut up.
Why do we have to have?
Mary sang it before. It was sang before.
But I'm just telling you what the people them said.
Facing the rising.
What they don't understand is the national anthem does not mean the same for Black
right
people. Because when
it talks about killing
slaves, which was us.
Jeez, you ninnies.
But again, they only see it through their own lens. So, which leads us to Chris Stapleton singing the national anthem.
And he did a good job at the Grammys too during the memoriam.
Oh,
yes. I forgot to talk about that.
Yes.
Not for nothing, I listen to Chris Stapleton on a regular. Like, he's my favorite country artist. And every time he sings, he brings some soul out. Like, you could tell he listens to some gospel artists out.
Definitely.
Yeah, he got a little.
And he's always, I know he's always collabing with Black artists as well. Like, he did a whole tribute with, well, he's not Black, but he close enough, Justin Timberlake and stuff. One of my favorite performances.
I'm not going to do this with you.
Because I love Chris Stapleton.
Good night.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Sing. But not for nothing, this rendition for the national anthem is
and his little chords on his guitar. I was like, okay, Chris.
It's definitely top 3 for me. It's definitely
I don't know if he's top 3.
Drop.
My top 3 of all times obviously has got to be the one and only Whitney D. Houston.
She's the only one that no one will ever argue.
My top 1A is Marvin the Gaye. Nobody can dispute. How can you make the national anthem a love song? Marvin the Gaye's rendition, I actually had to download that joint. Me and Chris be in here like this. To the national anthem. And my 1B, Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah, Jasmine is good. Yeah,
she ripped that joint to shreds. She ripped that joint to shreds.
So Space Lasers, Marjorie Taylor Green, she tweeted,
who wore the wolf coat.
She said Chris Stapleton just sang the most beautiful national anthem at the Super Bowl, but we could have gone without the rest of the wokeness. I think somebody should tell her that Chris Stapleton is a supporter of Black Lives Matter. He speaks out against police brutality. Like, he's done marches and like he uses his platform to
he's invited to the cookout.
Like Chris Stapleton can come to my house anytime.
So I don't know if
I'll braid his hair.
Chris,
I don't know if she's gonna. Somebody should tell her that he supports.
Somebody needs to call Peter on her. I've never seen somebody so dumb. She just dumb.
Her Boebert.
How you
they
dumb?
Were all saying that
dumb for no reason.
They were saying that the two anthems divide America. No chicks, it's y'all.
How about we sing the national anthem with both verses?
Oh, with the third verse?
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's sing that.
Well, Chris, if you need an extra background singer, you call me. I would surely do alto, tenor, and soprano if you need me.
Well, I just want him to come. Well, I think they'll be upset when they find out that he uses his platform to speak out against them and things that they.
Like, you could tell the way he sung that other day. I played that thing 10 million times today alone. I kept on bringing it back. I said, I gotta hear this again, Chris. I was like, you better sing. You could tell he eating a rib with us. You could tell.
Francis Scott Key was a slave owner.
They don't get the fact that the national anthem does not mean the same thing to Black people, the same way the Constitution, because when those things were made, we were not considered as people.
And where is that man who so vauntedly swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and a country should leave us no more? Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps, pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave.
But they'll say, but that's why we don't sing the third verse.
You better sing.
So if the ingredients for this concoction of salad has cyanide in it, you mean I should just put the cyanide on the side? But just put everything else in it, just put the cyanide on the side in the side bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You could just dip it in if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does that work?
Well, they think what they say is right. Have you heard them? Anyway. And like, I will say this, I really believe they don't have friends.
They don't.
I truly believe Marjorie Taylor Green and Lauren Boebert and all them people, they don't have friends, because a friend, like a real true friend, would tell you to go sit your ass down somewhere because you sound crazy.
You got a friend in me.
I was about to say, friend, there will never be
friends.
You know who really has no friends?
Who?
Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because the dude that has lived his life on the 1 and 3 has the nerve to say that Rihanna ain't got no talent.
The one that doesn't match his foundation properly.
The one whose toupee has more rhythm than he got the nerve to say that Riri ain't got no talent.
That is so dumb. Why would you say that?
Because Riri has spoken out against him before. So he going to talk about. So he going to talk about. Yeah, the total waste of a halftime show. Horrible.
She was on levitating the platform, and I'm just like, yo, she pregnant. I'm like, well, don't she feel sick? Like,
yeah, like I'm just like,
Lord Jesus, watch over.
Still giving face, still patting her face with her Fenty, still walking. I bet your ass can't do that, sir.
He does his little.
He said, without her stylist, she'd be nothing, bad everything, and no talent.
As a president,
opening, she is a $1 billion business. You're upset because she has more than you.
Like, she's a better businesswoman.
She's a better businesswoman than you are.
You lost everything. so many different times.
You have nothing.
And you want to know why he's so upset with her also? Because she banned his campaign from using her music during his campaign.
Yes. A lot of stars did that.
But she has no talent, but yet you wanted to use her music during your campaign.
She said, nope. No, there were a lot of people that
look, Trump, no. I promise you, her Fenty line has your foundation.
She does, yes.
She does have a match.
I promise you, she has your shade, bro.
Yeah, it does come in every shade.
I promise you, you can find your shade.
From the lightest to the darkest. It's there. He's just mad because she's more successful than he is.
And she did call him one time. She said he's the most mentally ill human being in America.
I remember that one.
So he is just hating hard. And he's just like, oh, no talent. Oh.
But he speaks out against everybody who doesn't want to deal with him. So it's just like he's one who don't have no friends. His own family all said a statement. We will not be on the campaign trail.
You're not causing me to be stressed out. Do it on your own, friend. Do it on your own.
You know, we love him, but no,
sir. No, sir. Not here. Not here. Like, not now. Not never.
You could tell that he got picked last when they was playing sports in school. Like he got the participation grade.
That was it.
Like he never won an award.
Forget about the orangutan.
Yeah, because it's Black History Month.
It's Black History Month, and our girl Riri, she performed pregnant. Okay.
Yes.
She had the dancers in formation and synchronization. And she started out with a call to action. And she said, better have my money.
I was like, oh, I was getting so sturdy in it.
Y'all don't know me well enough.
Yo, energy, bro. Energy. And what's pissing me off with, I was looking at, you know, the comments and stuff, and it was just like, oh, she didn't do this. It was boring and stuff. I said, y'all are expecting Beyonce coming out of Rihanna. They are not the same. Rihanna stays in Rihanna's lane, which is great. Like, can we appreciate everybody's art for who they are and not who you want them to be? She is not going to be like, she's not going to be doing that.
The only thing she would do would be she would cock it up. That would be the only thing she would do. But Rihanna's going to go into history as the most clothed performer in Super Bowl history, because she had on more clothes than any girl.
Because her hormones, for one, I know she was hot.
Because that outfit, as soon as she started singing, "Time is in the light," I don't even know the words.
Our brother.
I thought about I said I don't know the words.
Yellow diamonds.
Oh, I thought about. But I truly wish she would have got into wag. I was hoping that she, you know.
No, I was hoping she would get into Rude Boy. Like she started playing it. And then she went into a transition. I was like, that was my stuff. Some of the songs, I actually stood up. I stood up from my seat. I was like, hold on. And I put my hands like this, like a church mother at the TV. I said, you better go. You better do it.
Winky was just like, as soon as she came on, Winky was like, is she pregnant? Because I was watching it on the iPad because I was frying chicken. I was like, wait a minute. Let me see.
Black History Month.
No, I know, right? I looked and said, wait a minute.
She's pregnant.
No, and then before I said, wait, is she pregnant? I said, well, when was her son born?
Yeah, that's how I was doing.
So I was just like, because she still could have
the baby
weight,
all of that stuff.
Yeah, so and then it said May. I was just like, oh yeah, no, she pregnant. I was like, May is. I was like, yeah, no, she pregnant.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like,
shot it up ASAP. That's what she did. ASAP, shot it up ASAP.
But she said that she wanted to have a family, and I just think that sometimes the fans need to give because at the end of the day, they are human first. And yes, what songs?
She don't owe nobody nothing.
Yes,
she said, here, y'all wanted me to do something? Here,
y'all wanted me to perform.
I gave you a performance. Now leave me the hell alone.
Now leave me alone. And I just think that's something that the fans need to do, is give the artists some grace to live their own dreams and to live their own life.
And they was expecting so much. I'm like, yo, she is pregnant. She's like,
and she may have been the first to perform on the Super Bowl pregnant. It's just like
in the sky.
And that's right. She's going, and I'm just like, oh no, what?
But you know, one of the dancers almost fell.
Really?
They have it on. It was like a video going on Instagram or so, and one of them dropped back when it was moving. And he got up and then continued. I was just
wow.
Because
they were saying I think it was dude or something like that was saying, oh, she performing like she lackluster performing because she pregnant.
She don't have any energy. She doesn't have any energy.
Her songs speak for herself.
No. You fraction of y'all don't ever have to think about what it's like performing with your period, performing with.
It's always a man to
sit
down,
your ass down and shut up.
Sit your $5 ass down.
Y'all get a hangnail or a cold and y'all be and then we got to do cartwheels and flips.
The most disrespectful
to entertain you.
They be like, oh, I gotta stay home from work.
Elizabeth,
I got sniffles. Elizabeth, I'm coming to see you, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Get me sick. We got to be pregnant, you know, and it be popping it. You know, remember when Biggie came to visit and Gina was going, if you need anything, I'll be right over here. And singing in the background. You know, I hate when people move and they all stiff. We got to be doing that pregnant. Meanwhile, you get a sniffle. You get a throat ache, a little tenderness in your throat, and then you got to call in for a week.
Like I said before, you are sitting there on your couch watching her
at the Super Bowl in front of millions of people while you are sitting
eating your pizza, and she's eating all the stuff that she eats.
Well, there was a Jewish lady that had posted a video and got a little bit of backlash from, I don't know if it was Black Twitter or just Black everybody. And because she was upset that Rihanna had performed her song that she did with Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
And because of Kanye's stance on him going DEFCON 3 on the Jews and Bethany Frankel.
What does that have to do with me? Like, what does that have to do with me? Why not being born in it?
I could see if she brought Kanye out.
But that's still, she got credit for that song.
She sang her part.
Before he even said anything.
She sang her part. And then moved on to the next song. Then Bethany Frankel came out and said that, you know, it was very lackluster, and the fact that, you know, Rihanna had endorsed her Fenty line during the show, and that she grabbed her crotch and then she sniffed it, you know, that could have been left out, and how she flew in all these influencers to have this, you know, thing, and how it was more of a promotional thing because she didn't get paid by the NFL to perform, and how it was more of a promotional thing, and how she made all these millions of dollars afterwards for Fenty.
Because she's a businesswoman. She's making moves like a billionaire businesswoman.
But you saying that, but you're not mad at the commercials being played during the Super Bowl, endorsing and promoting their stuff.
Because Rihanna had to come perform. She had to pay for all those dancers. Who paid for the set, the sound? The dancers, who paid for them? Even though she didn't get paid, who had to pay for the dancers? For the music arranger, for Adam Blackstone.
People got too much time on their hands.
Didn't those people need to get paid? Or was that a pro bono? Because I'm sure they had to have rehearsals. So who was paying them for all those rehearsals? For the rehearsal space.
Yeah, I was just about to say, and the space.
And transportation.
Transportation, lodging.
Food
per diem.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh.
Again.
So I hate people that think they know it all, but they don't know it all. Like, sit down.
I think the thing with social media is, yes, we all have an opinion.
But when you don't know what goes into
right, it doesn't need to be said out, you know, it's like, who cares? Like, she did her thing. At the end of the day, you saying that tweet is not affecting her business.
Nope.
At all.
Nope.
So it's just like, why take that time? It's for what?
They want to be seen. They had no friends.
Keep them in the
relevant,
the rotation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody's talking about them.
I guess I don't need you to talk about me. I don't need that. I don't need likes. Well,
clearly some people do.
Yeah, obviously. Those are the people that didn't get affirmed at home.
Chris Brown said, "You go, girl."
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people that didn't get affirmed at home.
Well, I'm glad that she performed, and I'm glad that she got her chance to perform most of her hits, and she has a very extensive discography.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That she does.
And she let the world know, I'm that bad girl Riri.
Mm-hmm. And she looked like she was ready for it. Like when she came out, like she looked like she you know, when you tap back into something that you've been like you haven't been doing it so long and you remember how it feels. Like it just felt like that adrenaline was just like, yeah, I'm about to I'm about to do this. Y'all about to remember. I'm about to go back into my corner because
I know, like I'm about to go ahead and baby.
But I'm ready for it. Like she was ready for that. I was just like, you better go the fuck ahead. Like I was swearing here screaming.
Go
because you know I had my drink in my hand. I was like,
and ASAP was in the back. ASAP was in the back recording her.
That's right. Come on, Black Love on Black Love Day.
Black Love. I'm happy. It was mostly the yike people that was hating. But y'all keep on hating. Y'all hating Hating during Black History Month is just a double negative. That's just a double. Get the Bozak.
And the fact that it was 2 Black quarterbacks was
fine asses.
Was history because in football they tend to not give that position to Black men. So the fact that there was 2, was huge. And I have to say again, because it's Black History Month, shame on Chris Berman, who he said 2 African American quarterbacks starting against each other in the Super Bowl for the first time. And then went on to say, fittingly, February 12th is Abraham Lincoln's birthday. Why I
don't get it.
Because Abraham.
So he's trying to say that because he emancipated
proper 2 Black people played in the Super Bowl.
If you don't know what to say,
and it's talking. He's a sports commentator, so this was said while the Super Bowl had just finished. They're talking about the highlights of the game, and instead of him speaking about the game that was played and how it's Black History Month, 2 Black men who tend to not be in that fight were there, you bring in Abraham to say because he freed the slaves, and now I was just like, here go the white people always
feeling like they're being white saviors.
Always trying to make it about themselves. And it was just like that moment was not about you.
White people going white.
All the time.
White people going white every chance they get.
The fact that you said it's the Super Bowl fittingly is Abe Lincoln's birthday. Shame on Chris Berman.
Did Chris Berman come out with a whack ass apology?
No.
Mm-mm. Nobody checked him?
No, I mean there were people, but I don't know. As of what I've seen, I haven't seen
Michael Strahan, after he ran to make sure Rihanna said hi to him, he didn't come back and say.
No, there was a video behind when he was looking at it. He was like this. He's the only one. Like everybody's watching. He's the only one. Like.
He is not. As of whatever.
Well, maybe the clip, because I hadn't heard that until you said it. So maybe the clip hasn't rotated enough.
No, I am
social
media. No, I am online now, and he has not issued an apology. He did, however, get Donkey of the Day, but he didn't get an apology.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe not enough people have seen or heard what he said. So maybe when more people know what he said, because white people don't come out an apology until everybody knows.
It was,
and they get put on blast.
Maybe if it was on a different network, but because it was on Fox, I doubt he's going to be made to give an apology.
Anyway, kudos to the quarterbacks that did the damn thing and made history in 2023.
Yes.
Jalen hurt. Yes, I did hear that. Hurt. Mahomes and Hurts. Yes.
It was the Riri concert with
right.
Yes.
The football game was at the Riri concert. And that's like somebody asking you, who are you voting for? Everybody black?
Yes. Be like, you was at the concert? Okay. All right. Good to see you there. All right. I'll tell you. See you next year. All right. But yeah. So I mean, we still making history in 2023, and we only built the country. I had somebody had commented on one of our shows, and was just like, "You saying you ain't do nothing. You ain't build nothing." Because I'm always talking about how we built this and we did that. Mm-hmm. You're right. I was not here when my ancestors, but it runs through my DNA. You got that right.
We will never be called on to do the things that our ancestors have had to endure. The things that they have had to do to build this country, to fight for this country, we won't ever have to endure those things because of them. So to say that we may have not physically had to build things and had to invent things, but it's still within us.
That doesn't mean that we still don't possess.
Oh, no. Yeah.
It doesn't mean that. Right. No, I'm not saying that what you're saying is incorrect. It doesn't mean that trauma still doesn't reside.
Definitely.
Within our fibers. Definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Because
they made it easier.
It made it so much easier.
It made it easier.
It made it so much easier for us. But I do feel that there are certain things that are unsaid with us, that there are certain things that we do reactively without even being taught it, just because of the things that are.
And we're still having modern day lynchings just because they're not hung from a tree.
Well, that's another show.
Right. We're still enduring it. So
that is TRUE. And like I said, 2023, we still breaking records and we still making history, and we're still the first to do, or the first. Meanwhile, we were the first here. You know what I'm saying? Along with,
it's just, they're just mad because they have to try to be dope. We were born dope. Like,
who we are is enough. And if we all understand that, we would go so
far,
so much further. Who we are is enough, because they want to be like us. They want to look like us. They want our lips. They want our butts. They want
our culture.
They want our rhythm, but don't want
our blues.
They want our rhythm, but they don't.
My God, that's a
word.
My God.
In the words of Paul Mooney, did everybody want to be a nigga? But don't nobody
want to be a nigga. My God. Hiya. That's a word. Anyway, we've seen a lot of greatness. Hopefully, we can continue on this path, and the rest of this month can be nothing but great things to come, and we can continue to manifest greatness within our lives, and we can stop these UFOs from getting shot down in the sky. Yo, it's a new UFO every week over Michigan. Look, stay in the west. Y'all stay over there. Don't be coming over here. Y'all stay on that side. Okay. To EVE and to Shana Dawn, I'm Haya. as always, thank you for joining this episode of Between Sisters. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube.
And where you get your podcast.
Yeah, where you get your podcast. I forgot. Thank you. Until next time, make sure to be kind